Oh, hello there. Welcome to my game room. I'm Lone Gamer Alex. I hope you enjoy the visit. Yeah, I'm playing Elder Scrolls Online here using Stadia. So I think this might be like the best way to play this game because you don't have to download the client, and this game is like 100 gig. I mean, you know, it's everyone has like gigs and gigs of space nowadays. You know, I mean, space is not really an issue, but with something like the Elder Scrolls Online, I remember when I initially played this, I have the first two expansion. That's when I stopped because I hardly played the game, and I really hate that you have the limited bag space, that you have to have the subscription to have the crafting bag. So, but I have Somerset and Morrowind, and I link my my account, Bethesda account, my Stadia account. But it's just so cool that I don't have to re-download the game because I have it uninstalled when I have my new PC. So when I got my new PC, I have it uninstalled, and I have not reinstalled it because I remember, you know, not playing it often. Every now and then, when you launch the game, it would take like an hour for it to download updates and shit like that because the update is like really super slow. So yeah, this might be the best way to play this game. Maybe it's worth paying the $6 just to get the whatever that I have already. You know, so that I can just play it this way. But I've actually tested this game out last night, just very briefly. That's why I didn't stream it. The problem with the Stadia version is the frame rate, and you will see this actually very soon.
Then how can we have a proper contest?
It's
You
like
don't even know the ultimate code of dueling, do you?
it's like 30 FPS or less. When this game is like 60 FPS regularly, but I know that they had to do that so that there's no lag when you play it. I mean, there's no lag on this Stadia version. That you press.
You know, why are you still intent on stealing them? Linear time is so overrated.
Just imagine, you could die.
Before you were even born. Wait, that's horrifying, isn't it? I'm sorry. Never mind.
I don't remember anything that I was doing, so I'm thinking of just creating a new character here. There's a free event right now with this game. Oh, is this... What is... Augur of the Obscure? What does that even do? I don't even remember any of the quests, because last time I played this was like a couple of years ago. So, what was I saying? I'm gonna say, yeah, I mean, the problem is just with the graphics. If you can tolerate this downgrade in FPS, I think this might be the best way to play the game. Oh, the event. There's a free event right now. That's why I'm able to play this without paying for the base game. Because even though you purchase the game like directly through Bethesda, if you want to play the Stadia version or the Steam version, you have to pay money again. And I wasn't sure if I was willing to do that because you know, with this game, it's definitely playable. The problem I have is with the bag space. You know, I know some people were saying, like, I was reading the forums and people are saying that yeah, you can just create meals and stuff like that, but that is definitely beside the point, you know, because I don't want to have to log in through like to different characters just to save some stuff, you know, because I don't have any space. I've never done that playing any MMOs in the past, and I'm not going to start doing that because it seems like it's kind of silly, you know. But yeah, people are saying it's tolerable, but I think that's the reason why they have it attached to the ESO Plus, so that people would subscribe to the ESO Plus. That's the only thing. That's the only reason why people subscribe to ESO Plus, I think. But people always have the rationalization of, oh, I get crowns, and it's just the currency for the in-game store. I get crowns, and I get access to the some of the missions and additional missions in the game and stuff like that. But it's for the bags. It's for the unlimited crafting bag. Because, when I play regular Elder Scrolls, I like to pick up not everything, of course, like the stuff that I need for crafting, and it's the same with this game. Like, if it seems useful, I would pick it up. So there's always going to be a problem with the inventory space. But overall, yeah, I mean, I don't have Stadia Plus, so the game is stuck at 1080p. I think you can play this at 4K. All the Stadia games you can play at 4K with Stadia... What is it, Stadia Plus? Is it called Stadia Plus? Is everything a plus? Just like that new episode of South Park where everything is a plus. You just add plus to the name. Yeah, I think it's Stadia Plus. Maybe it's Stadia Pro. One of them actually, Plus or Pro. I think it might be Pro. But anyway. But yeah, in terms of lag, there's none. It is incredible how you can play. Well, you can see how they are able to do it because the graphics have taken a hit, but you can't even see any look at how busy this game is with the grasses and everything. You can't see any what you call that pixelations or any distortions in the image. It's like you're running this off your PC natively. It's that incredible visually when you think about it, because this is a streaming service. This is just video, but it's high quality video. But yeah, the game is unfortunately stuck at, I think this is about 30 FPS potentially. Can't adjust the settings, any of that. But it runs really smoothly, and there's no lag at all. I know with Amazon Luna, I think the first time I tried it, I noticed some. I need to play the new games that they have now. One of them is a fighting game, but it's an older fighting game, King of Fighters, I think, one of the older 2D ones. So that's the best way to test for lag. So I'm definitely gonna play that soon, just to see if I notice any lag playing that. It should be easy to notice or to experience it if it's there, when you're playing a fighting game. So, but this game, no lag. I mean, any of the Stadia games that I've played, there's no lag. It's pretty incredible what they've been able to accomplish with this service. It's just unfortunate that Google themselves don't believe in the service anymore because not a lot of people buy into it. I think the problem with Stadia is that horrible commercial that they have. I don't even remember how to fight here in this game. How to use my ability. How come none of my abilities are showing up? Oh, well. Thank you, NPC guard. And I'm playing with the PlayStation 5 controller here. There's no rumble though. This game has no rumble. I should stop picking up these insect parts. Okay, see how tempting it is to just loot everything, Okay, I'll keep going this way. But yeah, I think the problem with Stadia is that commercial that they have was just so awful with the crazy guy, and then how he's taking people into the internet dimension, flying on the couch, and it's just super fucking cheesy, super stupid. I know what they're trying to do is they were trying to convince non-gamers to, I mean, I guess that's the only way they think the non-gamer, because gaming is not a serious thing, gaming is stupid. So with that kind of understanding of what gaming is, they think that that's what regular people think games are, and some of them do, but you gotta be more serious about it. I think they need to showcase like the best parts of gaming, not the worst parts of gaming. Geek culture, and because not everyone is into stuff like that. Just show them what the service is without all the goofiness. You can play all these awesome games. Show us some awesome games. Show some awesome gameplay. But no goofy characters. Like not wrap it in a whole framing with not frame it with a whole goofy characters, all stupid, nonsensical bullshit. Because I think you're talking down to your potential customers that way. So that's part of it, I think. The other part is definitely, people not willing to separate themselves from the physical world, physical disc. People are still asking for physical disc for like the consoles mostly. I mean, on the PC, everyone has already, fully embraced the digital distribution method of, getting games. But there's still a lot of resistance outside of the PC community. Like you always see, like, if there's a game that's out on the PC and then finally the console versions are becoming available, then you see the comment like on YouTube for the trailer or whatever saying, "Oh, I wish," or even if it's just a PC announcement of a game, then you would see a lot of these comments saying something like, "Okay, for console, I hope for physical copies," or something stupid like that. It's very stupid. Well, one, people need to realize that we're not going to be here forever. Not until maybe year 3000, but I mean, at that point, maybe if you like holding on to physical things, then you should probably invest in that. But it's so easy to just have all your games being in digital format, because I think a lot of people also have not experienced stuff like having to move, because I had to do that several times, and moving all of the physical games has always been a very difficult thing. I mean, like packing them and then making sure they're not going to get damaged and all that stuff. Meanwhile, my Steam games mostly, all the digital games, I don't have to worry about them. Just hook up my PC at the new place and all my games are there. Even if something happens to the hard drive, I can always download it again. And so, yeah, people need to move on from physical games. So, and that's but Stadia is a great service. Look at it. There's no lag. It's incredible, and we're playing an MMO, and there's no lag. And of course, at the beginning, it's so fast to load the game too. I mean, and you don't have to worry about the game, updating the game, because Stadia is taking care of that. You just press play, and then, I mean, they do take you through the. You don't have to log in. Logging in is automatic. I think it's the same thing with the Steam version, so you don't have to log in. It only takes about a minute for you to get to the game, with all the loading title screen and whatnot at the beginning. But you don't have to worry about updating the client taking up so much space, like in an MMO especially. Like this game is, I think, 80 gig to download, because I was thinking of downloading the Steam version as well, because I was like, do I really want to replay this? Because I'm thinking of creating a new character. So right now I'm just walking around just to test out the Stadia version. But what happened to my magic ability stuff though? It's not showing on the screen, so I'm confused about that. And apparently I have 1,000 crown store money. Okay. Like, what happened to my skills? Oh, I don't have it assigned. Okay. I guess because I'm playing on Stadia and they don't have. I guess I have to reassign these things. How do I even do this? Animal companion. Oh, they reset your. I see. So it looks like your abilities got reset, except for the soul trap. Active ability. So how do I? Oh, assign. Okay. I'm probably gonna delete this character because consuming trap. What? I'm so confused. I thought there were 2 abilities here. What happened to the other one? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna replay from the beginning anyway, but I wanted to test this really quickly. Let me just check here. I thought there were 2 abilities. Oh, did I accidentally pick one? Is that what happened? I don't know. Okay, now it should show, right? No? Well, is that like just a passive or something? I don't even understand. Yeah, I need to play this from the beginning. But, yeah. I was thinking of reinstalling this on Steam for the event, because the free event, I think it lasts like 2 weeks. But I don't know anymore. I mean, like, is it worth downloading 85 gig plus game just to see if I like it enough to buy the upgrade, or should I just keep playing on Stadia, and if I like it, just get this. The cool thing about the game, you do, as long as you have the base game, so you can buy like the base game on Stadia, you can buy the base game on Steam. Any of the expansions that you have purchased somewhere else actually would register once you play the base game on each platform. So, like, if I would get the expansion on Stadia, then I, if I eventually, couldn't tolerate this 30 FPS BS on this version, I can always then just download the Steam version. So maybe I've made my decision. Like, just to come back and test out the game, maybe I'll just stick with the Stadia version. And then if, eventually down the road, or if I've decided to, that I would keep the game and maybe get, because the, all the way up to the last expansion, High Isles, I think, is the newest expansion coming in June. Or is it May? I think it's in June. To get that, to upgrade to that, I think it's $49 or something like that. But to upgrade to the last expansion right now, it's about $16. So, I don't know. And I don't like the way that they're selling expansions. I think once you miss, like, if you don't have the latest expansion, to upgrade to the latest expansion is usually kind of pricey. But since if you buy it directly from Bethesda, because I know like Fanatical or Greenman Gaming usually would have them on sale, and they have the different versions, so it doesn't even matter which version you get, as long as it's registered to your account. Then as long as you have the base game, I think. I have to research that a little bit more, but like, you can always eventually just buy the latest expansion once it's on sale, you know, and add it to your account. Oh, and it's registered through Audio because it's a shared progress thing. All your characters transfers to the all your characters would transfer to the other platforms. Like these are the characters that I have, like this guy and Platinum Silver Star. They're both characters that I made during my initial time with the game. Not initial, maybe
Come on,
like
Anima. Pull yourself together.
and maybe the one other thing that you don't get also playing just the free access to Stadia, you also don't get surround sound. That's the other thing that's missing. So everything is pretty flat, you know. I think you get access to 5.1, which is not even as good as what I have. I have 7.2. So you have access to 5.1 with Stadia Pro or Plus Stadia Pro. And 4K. But yeah, if this is definitely pretty impressive, and that's why I wanted to have Smite on Stadia. If Stadia has Smite, because Amazon Luna actually has Smite. I do like Smite. I play the game on the PlayStation 4 and on. I didn't even know that there was a Switch version. I downloaded that because my Switch is you know, my I downloaded it to the console because there's a lot of space on my Switch SD card. So I don't prefer Smite over something like Heroes of the Storm. Heroes of the Storm is the ultimate MOBA. But you know, if Stadia would have Smite, that would be great. The problem with the Luna version of Smite is you can only play Smite if, and I know why they had to do it that way, because if not, then everyone would just play Smite, you know, for free pretty much. While they have to provide the service of, you know, allowing you to play it on the cloud, you know, they still have to provide you that service. So that's why they want to charge you for it. So you have to be a Luna Plus. I think Luna is the one using Plus. I think you have to use Luna Plus, or have Luna Plus to access Smite. That'll be interesting because I'm just so curious to see how that performs, you know, on a streaming service, and that's why I really wanted to see Smite on Stadia. But Stadia has a lot of free-to-play games. Like they don't care. Like they have Battle Player Underground, whatever that's called. That's kind of popular. That's actually free to access, free to play on Stadia. So maybe if they have Smite, they would do the same thing, and that would be great. I think for Stadia, I think that would get a lot of people on the platform. And the other game is Genshin Impact, because I really don't want to download that game. I want to download, you know, because I heard that the anti-cheat is not very secure, so I know a lot of people are playing it. I know at one point the anti-cheat was like it would keep running in the background after you finish playing the game, which is something which is the reason why I don't have Smite downloaded on my PC, because they still have that whatever high patches service running, and it starts when you restart your PC. It runs automatically, and you can't even turn it off on MS config or whatever it's called, the startup config. So it's mandating that program to run like with your PC, on your PC, until you uninstall the game, which is ridiculous. And then you have to manually turn it off. You have to manually turn it off every time you restart your PC for it to not run. And then when you play the game, of course, it will turn on again, and then you have to manually turn it off after you finish playing the game if you don't want it to keep running in the background. So that's the reason why I don't have Smite on my PC. And that's why I really want to see Smite on Stadia. And yeah, the other one is Genshin Impact. I would like to see that on Stadia.
Oh, my aching head. Where in oblivion am I? Oh, yes, that's right. This is Roosevelt. I came here to buy some...
No, Yoshi, there's no
some
other
wine.
person in this
That's
room.
it.
It's just me.
Wait a minute.
It's the video
Oh, no,
game
don't tell me
talking.
I lost them. My wine bottles. They should be right here. Oh, Father's going to kill me if I come home empty-handed. Again. I must have lost them during the winery tour. I may have had one too many tastings. It's all still very hazy. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, by oblivion, I'm not even sure what day it is. The bottles must be somewhere along the winery grounds. I probably dropped them as we went along. I can barely see straight right now. Could you fetch them for me? I believe we toured the southern, northern, and central arbors. Yes, that sounds right. There should be 3 bottles, all with the Roosevelt seal. Now, you go do that. I'm going to lie down for just a minute.
Yeah, I guess this is just, yeah, this is a beginning area, so I guess they just want to familiarize yourself with Somerset. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm just going to create a new character. Next session of this game, I will have a new character, and then we'll relearn the game, and then see if I like it. You know, if I like it, I might download the Steam version, and we might get the expansion all the way up to the last one. So unless like there's a really good sale, because sometimes Fanatical, like for these launches for ESO, they normally have some pretty good or Green Man actually, pretty good discount on these expansions, like 30% off or something. Because I remember, like for Somerset, I think it was a really good discount. That's why I got it, even though I was like really apprehensive going back after Morrowind. Not just because of the whole crafting bag situation, but you know, Stadia makes it very easy to just go back to the game. You know, despite the slightly downgraded graphics, but this. Other than the FPS, I think this overall graphics probably couldn't look any worse than, you know, like a PlayStation 5 game maybe. But, well, maybe that's unfair. Maybe PlayStation 4, because at least you get 4K probably on PS5, which you can get with Stadia Pro. Well, anyway, I'm going to stop right here. We'll make a new character next time. And this is just a quick analysis of the Stadia version of Elder Scrolls Online. Pretty impressive if you don't have a gaming PC. You don't even need to have a console, you know. You don't need to have anything. If you have a controller, this game is playable with a controller, but it's also a keyboard and mouse game. It's probably preferable to play with keyboard and mouse because you get more, you can do more with the keyboard and mouse. But I like when I'm actually fighting in this game, I like to use the controller, because hitting buttons versus left click for each swing actually feels better. So I usually, you know, play with both keyboard and mouse, like when I'm browsing or, you know, doing this, customizing character, checking my stuff that I have. That's usually better with just keyboard and mouse. So but yeah, you're still here. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. If you like the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Bye.